Okay, so you come up on the town. It's a few hundred people. What have I got here? It's got a simple palisade wall around it. It's got just a bunch of sort of simple shacks made mostly out of wood. There's forests nearby. And as you're walking in, the sun's starting to set a bit. It's evening, but you hear lots of loud noises, like there's a big gathering or a crowd or something, like off from a street nearby. And there's a few people walking around. So,
go investigate, see what's up.
as you walk towards the noise more, you can hear a bunch of people talking and shouting and all sorts of stuff. And it seems to be coming from behind. There's another smaller palisade wall that's just there for more show. It's about head height.
We investigate.
It's not
Is
made of
there
sharpened
anything
sticks. You
obvious?
can see a bunch of people standing inside. No, it just looks like you can see sort of the wall and then the heads of a few people and then nothing until you see the wall on the other side, I guess, poking out of it, sort of.
I guess we'll ask someone in the crowd what everyone is doing.
Okay. Yeah, you ask someone and someone's like, oh yeah, you guys, there's a pit fight going on over there. You haven't seen one before? Pretty cool.
We haven't been through here before, or at least I haven't.
Pit fight. I push my way to the front to get a good view. Well, not too far to the front because I'm taller than most of them. But...
Yeah, so there's a gap in the wall, and then there's an orc and someone else with seems maybe a half orc or partially in full scale mail armor, both standing there with their arms crossed. And they say, "If you want to come in, it's copper ahead."
I kind of bare my teeth at him.
He just chuckles, sort of a grunt.
Still a copper.
They're both armed with
Can I do an intimidation roll just
maces, if you want.
Just to see, it'd probably be a stupidly high DC, but I want to see if I can nail it. I pay copper.
Take that copper off.
Down to 47 copper. That's it.
You try and growl menacingly, and then you go into a coughing fit.
No, it's over 10. So it's definitely I don't fail.
Yeah,
it's just
you don't.
dead
Yeah,
on
exactly. If you get over 10 but not a 15 on a moderate check, it means you don't do well, but you don't suffer some sort of catastrophic failure. Like for example,
it just means
taking ankle damage or whatever. You know?
Yeah, they're just like.
And anyone that has any idea how to DM a game would know that, and Spiry clearly does. Anyway, sorry about that aside. Totally not inspired by anything. Yeah, it's going to be a silver for you though, Akra, because he doesn't like you. No, who else is going in?
I'll go in.
Yeah, may as well.
Okay.
It's
going to cost you a copper unless you're going to try some sort of trickery.
It's just a fight. It's not a fight to the death, right?
But we're not fighting, are we?
better
We're just
be.
watching.
I paid a copper
No.
to get in this.
I know we're just watching.
This one, well, he might
I'm
die.
totally not paying to
It's
die.
No murderers today. I mean, people are taking bets on whether this guy makes it out or not, but...
I'm not there to
He
gamble.
might.
I'm just there to enjoy the show.
No, thank you.
Okay. So everyone except Eryn goes in.
She goes in unnoticed.
Yeah.
Maybe she's small enough.
She's just she hides underneath my robe as I'm walking in. So I'm watching
Okay,
a pit
well,
fight, yeah?
so those of you who go in, you see that it's about 50 meters across the whole area, and it's a series of just tiered steps that are dug into the ground, and in the middle is the pit in question. And there's probably about 100, 200 people sitting around watching, and you see in the middle, there's a man dressed in sort of ragged clothing, holding a long stick, and there's a large, fierce-looking dog or a wolf or something in there with him that's growling at him and barking, while the crowd is just jeering and stuff and throwing pebbles at them, and he's trying to wave this stick at it to, keep it away.
When are we going to see some actual fighting then?
Well, yeah, so the dog attempts to fight at him, does so pretty severely, probably kills him. No, it doesn't kill him. So the dog jumps at him, bites him on the arm. The guy manages to hit it with a stick and shake it off. And they end up, so then it's just, you see this fight between the man and the dog until eventually the man succumbs to the dog and it just, tears into him, as much to the crowd's pleasure, cheering. There's lots of blood. Yeah.
I cheer.
Does anyone else
He'll
cheer?
shake it off.
I'm bored.
Yeah.
So
It was only
actual fighting.
Okay. Yeah, they dump another couple of people in there. Two guys this time. They're both given a length of a stick and the same dog's in there. They drag out the body of the other guy, and these two guys look at each other and run at the dog, and both just crack it across the head with this stick. One of them maybe even critically hitting it across the head.
It's gonna join in the roar
Yeah,
of the crowd.
and the dog stumbles over to the side, and then these two guys just come over and just start wailing on it, beating it with these sticks until eventually it stops making noises and moving.
I'm really
The crowd
enjoying this. I'm like,
boos.
yes!
Yeah. The crowd seems unhappy that they ended up succeeding. And then, some ropes are lowered into the pit, and the guys climb out of it, and then they just
fight each other.
You see someone like grab one of the guys and start like punching him, and then there's a couple of guards around that like grab him and trying to sort it out, and then there's a fist fight that starts between like half a dozen people there yelling and cheering, and it's pretty ridiculous. It gets broken up after a few solid punches are thrown. People start to file out though. After this, it seems clear that there's no more people being thrown in the pit today.
Oh my copper bag.
It's around dinner time. There's lots of people laughing and joking and swearing and yelling and stuff.
I'm just like, disappointing. No good fight.
Yeah. That's what you get for going to a random village and hoping they're putting on a show.
Who's
It was only a
doing
copper.
something?
I moved
Yeah.
the bag off my desk.
Oh, okay.
He's opening
Okay,
his
so
bag of
scared.
hamburger potato chips.
It's still frozen on the
Yeah,
stream,
Scare is frozen.
and it's still a swirly circle on my Skype.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, someone says to you, well, the guys that get put in the pit against the dogs are usually just there for some minor crime, the robbery. It's when there's a murder, that's when everyone gets to have a good one. Because that's when they throw them in against the mean beasts. They got a lion there and they throw a guy in without a stick. You watch him try and run around the pit. It's so funny.
Ah,
There was one last week. Hopefully again soon.
How many
Oh,
Megan's running.
murderers happen in town?
I assume you've met back up with the group. But he's like, yeah, it happens every now and then. Maybe every other day.
That was more of a general question to the DM. I'm not meeting up with the group. I'm not around these people.
Sometimes it's murders and sometimes it's murderers.
poachers or
There were humans in
rapists,
the pit,
something
right?
like that.
Yeah, they're all humans.
Okay. They aren't rounding up the other races and throwing them in the pit.
The other racists.
Other
Races.
races.
So there were only three people, and they all happen to be humans.
I find Eryn, and then I go to find an inn for us.
You find
So we just need somewhere
a
to crash, yeah?
tavern pretty easily. Yeah,
I avoid
It's-
anywhere that the crowd from the fight,
they're just like streaming out like everywhere into the streets.
but I would have been far ahead of them, wouldn't I?
Oh yeah, if that's what you wanted. Yeah,
I
that's
go
what
to
you
the
mean.
other side of town, assuming that they won't get that far. They'll stop for a drink in other bars first, if it's big.
Okay,
We need
so there's probably a bar closer to the pit than where like the other three of you. Do you go to the closest tavern/inn place?
Well, presumably we would.
I'd probably check that, and if I don't see
Yeah.
Eryn around, go to the
Okay,
next.
so you're gonna go walking around until you find Eryn. Okay, so you eventually meet up with Eryn at a tavern on the other side of the town, the western side, I guess.
I guess I would have ordered dinner for them, like the kitchen to prepare it and just keep it warm until they arrived.
Okay,
It was
they'll
only
make you
probably
pay
a
ahead of
couple
time.
minutes, so.
Oh,
Oh, well, I guess she was there for the whole fight, so.
yeah. And the fight was for like 15 minutes in total. You were there between the time the fights took and in between the people. So, and then
So
with the
it
walking, it probably takes you half an hour. So Eryn, they want 4 silver up front if you're getting a decent meal.
Yep.
Okay, and the rest of you guys meet up at this tavern.
Find
It is
out.
called-
Ah, there she is.
Yeah.
Point.
It's not like a super high class place. It's called the Toad and Cock.
Sorry, the what?
The Toad and Cock.
So,
Which really
I've got-
sounds like
sorry,
it sounds like a euphemism. The Toad and Cock.
The toad. I'm really
Toad
not
isn't-
getting that last word. Can you say it a bit more clearly?
Crock, like crock pot, you know?
Exactly.
That you
Crock.
cook a stew in?
Yeah, the image
Oh.
of it is a toad crawling out of a crock pot on the little sign up front.
Crock.
That's what I said, crock.
Okay, crock. That's definitely what you said the first few times. 100%.
By the time they arrive, my table is just covered in How did I explain this last week? Another little obstacle course, and I've got like a marble rolling down various places.
Sorry. Keep hitting my mic, sorry about that.
What are you composing this out of?
Whatever's around, like jugs.
Cutlery.
Yeah.
I assume, like, our bowls of food or whatever are part of this course.
No, they're not on the table yet. I've eaten mine.
Well, I'll sit down at the table.
Okay, yeah, you all make it back. And collect your food. It's the miscellaneous stew. Not bad. Like, there's definitely meat in it. Somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you ask what's in it, the guy just goes, meat.
I hand Eryn the
What
silver
do you think they do with the people that die in the pit?
Tasty. Well, it is not cannibalism for any of us.
That's true, yeah. Well, it's half cannibalism for Wynne.
Well, she's a tiefling. She's not human.
Yeah,
She's
they're
half devil.
half-
We don't know what the other half is. She's half devil.
Usually the half things are human because it's too hard to make a giant table of, like, all the different possible half-race combinations.
No, that's laziness, dear. Get on it right now.
It's not
Do you
me.
not
It's
remember?
blame
Rin
Wizards of
was
the
half
Coast
elf,
for
half
making
something
this.
else.
Fine, I will
Well, she-
blame Wizards of the Coast, and I will call you also a Wizard of the Coast.
A racist
Okay.
wizard of the coast.
Yeah,
She's only a half cannibal. Okay.
at most half cannibal. Okay, so you guys get they have only individual rooms unless you want to just sleep on the floor.
Oh yeah, because we don't have that place.
Who's getting so
How much for the inn rooms? Like,
Yeah.
5
Sorry.
silver is 5 silver standard.
only
for a
individual rooms?
room. Yeah, they only have individual rooms, or you can lay in like
well.
the big main area,
Yeah.
like
Can
when
we
they
just
clear
do that?
tables and
crash?
chairs.
Can we just crash in the common?
Yeah, if you want to crash in the common, it's 1 silver.
Done.
I get a room.
Yeah. Get a room, guys.
And what do you do? Wynne, do you get a room or a just sleep with the other two, or do you get a
Making
private room, or
decisions.
do you have a threesome?
Giggity.
I'll just crash in the common room, it's fine.
Then that's 1 silver to lay there.
I've taken the silver off.
Oh,
Okay.
deputy. Silver.
What's your passive perception, Eryn? Okay, so you wake up in the middle of the night feeling something moving around, like your blankets or whatever, like you just feel something. It wakes you up.
Alright.
Okay, so you roll over and look up, and you see that there's a person, like, hovering over you, like, with their hands under your blankets, looking through your stuff, rummaging. And
That-
they sort
question-
of, like, make a noise, like you startle them. Yes.
Does she have any stuff, and has she actually been able to carry it anywhere?
Yeah, we sorted this out last week. You can carry your stuff. I think Akra is carrying your mace for you or something.
I'm
Yeah.
carrying the mace.
I gave Akra my rope, and he's got my mace.
I've got the mace.
So you wake up at, like, with a start, like, see this guy, and he's like, oh! You hear, like, a male voice, like, go, like, surprise.
Ah.
I suppose.
Where's my
Roll for initiative.
passive perception?
Just you.
Eldritch Blast!
Oh, dearie me.
Oh,
No! Okay, you didn't see that. Let's roll again. Yes.
minus
Yes.
1.
Yeah.
Best dexterity ever.
Yeah, well, he rolled a natural 17, Amy, so you don't go first either way.
Okay.
So I don't know if you heard, but he gets up and makes it to the door. As
Makes
you're,
it to the door?
yeah, well, you can get 30
Move
feet,
30
and
feet
around.
around.
Oh, okay.
And you're still in bed, getting yourself up and doing whatever.
I can cast a spell.
Yeah, you can cast a spell as he gets to the door.
I'm gonna cast my cantrip.
What one?
The damaging one.
Okay.
Holy flame.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
Like a flame.
And so he needs to make a dex roll and beat 12.
He does not.
He does not. Okay.
Boosh!
He rolls a 1.
Oh, critical fail.
Oh. There's nothing but dust left.
Come on, roll low on your hit die.
Okay, you just hit this guy in the back, or in the flank, I guess,
No.
in the left flank.
From above.
But there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
there's a roof.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
Doesn't matter.
It just somehow goes through the roof without
No, like
destroying
a portal of light appears and just
Yeah.
zaps him.
it goes through, like, it's non-Euclidean. It just goes through the roof without touching it by going around it.
Yeah.
So either way, this guy just gets hit by it, and the momentum of the force sends him tumbling out the door.
7 damage.
Everyone wakes up. Well, anyone in probably Akra might not.
She's
No,
alright,
Akra
she's in
doesn't.
her own book.
Yeah, but all of you wake up and see this flash of light and stuff. You hear someone say, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna scramble out of bed and say, "You dare steal from a priestess!"
Thief!
Stomp over.
Thief! Start
I
yelling.
was like, "Thief? Where?"
Yeah, I sort of come awake going, oh, no, it was me.
I love that you're the one yelling thief, Spiry. That is fantastic.
I'm yelling
Normally
thief.
it's like NPC 7. Thief!
Yeah.
Oh, yelling
Yeah,
thief!
NPC
thief!
NPC 7 is like annoyed at being woken up and is like, "What the fuck is going on?" Go. Yeah, it's dark. I mean, I guess you guys can see because you have low light
So
vision.
he's-
But
No,
There's a
only the gnome does, I think.
No,
really,
Dragonborn does.
tieflings do.
Do we?
Tieflings do.
Yeah, we do.
I'm pretty sure you
Pretty
all
sure.
do. Didn't we have this discussion before?
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
discussion. We have discussion every week.
Yeah.
I can't
'Cause I think
remember between all the
every
different
week
things.
scares like, you don't have low light vision. Okay, you know what? All of you have low light vision, regardless of whatever your sheet says. Makes it easy.
I'm actually looking. I don't think we do.
Yeah. Okay, no,
No,
so
it's right.
yeah, what are you
Gnomes,
doing? People, you hear some confused voices and stuff, and a familiar voice you recognize as the barman from a door opening in the back says, "What's going on out here?
It's a thief.
Thief
Oh, yeah,
where?"
right.
And then you hear like a noise, and he brings up a lantern to sort of illuminate the room.
I guess I would have cast light when I got up.
Okay.
Yeah, just cast light.
He comes.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, he
So I turn to Eryn. I'm like, where is he? Where?
I'm already on top of, not on top of him, but standing over him.
Oh, I thought what happened was you cast it after it fell, hit him, woke everyone up. He tumbled out the door. That's what Ware said.
But I can
Yeah.
get there. It's not like I
And
can't get
stop.
up and walk to the door.
I can just imagine this like 3-foot gnome like pinning this guy down, going, "I got him."
She's grabbed him and he's still just running away.
Guys, I got him. I got him. He's just
Fine.
like, "Get off my arm!"
Halfway up his leg, just holding on for dear life.
He's like limping away because one leg's more heavy than the other.
We don't have any sort of low light vision or anything. You're right.
Yeah, we don't.
Sorry. So what was happening?
Yeah.
It's like, as far as we're aware, Amy now, this 3-foot gnome who weighs about 4 kilos is now stood on top of this, which is actually lighter than a cat, is stood on top of this guy who's been hit by a bolt of holy fire, sacred
He's
fire.
outside the building, but
Did he
He's
get
go
outside.
knocked
See,
out?
told you.
That's
Told
what we
you.
were
Yeah.
trying to figure out. He was knocked
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Okay.
Knocked out the building,
see-
not knocked out consciousness.
both.
Oh, really? He's unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
He's,
Oh, right,
he's
yeah,
NPC number 6. Like, they have no
So
HP.
he only had 6 hit points.
He had 4, actually.
Boy,
And she did 7 damage.
Oh. Serves him right.
so there's a light coming from outside.
Well, yeah, so you go outside and you
Oh.
see a man laying face down in the dirt outside.
This gnome standing triumphantly on top of going,
I don't really feel like priestesses of Arwith are flexing over bodies.
Don't think I am.
We can finish this little bit without Tarron, I think.
Yep.
Being completely necessary.
Probably.
I want to look through my thief's pockets.
Actually, let me see. Yeah, he probably is. Actually, oh, he's not outright dead. You could probably, if you wanted to, you could save him from dying. Yeah, I mean, you could also just not, like, and no one would know. No one would ever know.
Give me a second.
What's in his
Okay,
pockets?
you find 3 copper pieces.
So you didn't manage to steal anything from me.
No, he did not.
If I don't have my cantrip that spares the dying, can I just stabilize them with a health
With
check
a-
or something? A medicine check?
Medicine check, yep.
"So, what 3 cantrips do you have then?"
I'd chosen my spells, but not my cantrips for the day.
He is stabilized.
I'm asleep. I can't do anything.
No, you're not
Yeah.
there.
No. Has the
Oh yeah, we're now we've got to fall out with the fact that Eryn just killed someone.
didn't kill them.
Yeah, she's stabilizing.
Well, yeah. So eventually a guard makes his way around and they're like, oh, so, you have the discussion, this guy was trying to steal your stuff then?
Yes, I wouldn't mind talking to him to ask why he would attempt to do so when he comes around.
Probably because he wants your money, the guard offers. I mean, either way, we're going to just...
gnome, didn't
He
he?
would offend a high priestess of Arwith for money?
High priestess.
I am,
Oh.
like from my temple. My own temple.
I didn't
I'm
think
talking
the guard
about
says,
money, I'm talking about souls.
well, I didn't know you were a priest, but I doubt he does as well. If he's just some regular sack of shit off the street.
Sorry.
Robes, yo. Robes, yo.
He just like
That needs
he's
to be
like
good.
whatever. I don't understand you wizard people.
Maybe you should enlighten yourself.
It's like,
She
this
says
is why
with
it's
the glowing ball of light behind her.
you're like, would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior Arweth?
No.
I have some pamphlets for you.
This little
Clam
portal
door.
opens over his head.
Okay,
But it's not.
it's said in such a way that I just think he's a lesser human being for not,
Is he a human?
yeah,
He is.
human.
Okay, lucky this
I
time.
just think
maybe.
he's a stupid grunt. I
Hey,
hope that comes
probably
across.
see it. It's
So
like-
she
she
had
just-
lots of
a lot stupid grunt.
He is not offended by the 2-foot-high gnome. Thinking he's foolish.
3 foot, please. 3.
I thought she was less than 3.
What's your actual height, Amy? It's
3
important
foot
shit, man.
5 foot.
Sorry?
Oh, you meant
3'5".
Eryn.
3'5".
Oh, you mean my height? Hey, it's Eryn. I'm not
Oh.
in game. I suppose my high-pitched normal voice isn't helping the situation.
But hang on, so in real life you're 3'5".
No, she's 4'8" in real life.
So I have no chance to talk to him to ensure that he's not.
Well, I mean, if
But
you
he's
want,
just a
well,
common
I was just going to carry him off and stick him in a place until we can have him fight someone in the pit. But I mean, if you want to hang around for a couple of hours,
I place a hand on her. Attempt to place a hand on her shoulder, but I miss. I land it on my head because she's too short. Go, just leave it be. He's just scum. He's just scum.
Tarron, if this person was sent to derail our mission,
It's not likely. Excuse me, officer. That's probably a loose term.
yeah, what?
Do you recognise this guy? Is he local?
He just shrugs. I don't know, some filthy beggar off the street.
I'm assuming we got a bit of a crowd now.
God, I hate this town. Wynne, can we burn this town? Will that
To
be-
the ground.
Well, we haven't got all their money yet, so maybe not.
Wynne,
Right, I'm sorry, I'm tired. I shouldn't have suggested that.
do either of you know any fire spells? So, where? Glad you're back. Hi.
Yeah. The answer's going to be
Assuming
no.
a crowd has gathered.
Well, not really, because it's like 3 a.m.
Yeah, but you know, hoo-ha's happened. The guard's been called. Someone's been killed.
Like,
So
yeah,
it
there
seems.
are.
So it
There's
seems.
probably a dozen. There's a dozen people total probably paying attention to you.
Yeah. So so he's like he doesn't know the guy. I asked, anyone recognise this lout? Anyone recognise him?
Nobody says anything.
Okay, fair enough. Let's.
See, Tarron?
Okay, fair enough. Okay, you lock him up tomorrow. Once we caught up with our sleep, we'll come round and interrogate. Is that okay?
On a side note, Wynne begins to suspect that Tarron is quite intelligent.
Begin to have an inkling of a suspicion of an idea.
I don't know what on earth could just make it possible.
I think I'm the most
to
intelligent
fathom,
one in the
but
group, to be honest. Which is a bit of a.
Actually, yeah.
I can't see
Stats-wise,
Fluff's
probably.
stats.
Actually, yeah. Akra is not very smart.
Can you put the
Not
stats back up,
dumb.
Amy, on the stream?
They're back.
So, Tarron, would
Very
you like to go for a
charismatic.
drink sometime?
You would do that to your own party members. Oh, I knew. Oh, God.
Spiry doesn't remember.
Oh no, Wynne is actually the smartest one.
There you go. Go,
Yeah.
Roll for that up.
Yeah, so, yeah, sure, I'll go. I'll just find a way of getting you completely drunk and handing you over to your own patron. He says, completely
You have no idea
metagaming the
about any
system.
of this.
The guard hefts the guy into his shoulder. Unless there's anything else you wanted to say or do, he'll take him off, dump him somewhere until the morning.
Until the morning.
No. Okay, you all go back to sleep. I assume you all go back to sleep.
Try, yeah.
And yeah, nothing else happens, and you all wake up in the morning. Totally fine.
Okay.
That was your
Includes
is
Akra,
that
who has no idea.
I guess we could go try and talk to him.
Yeah, so you ask around, get led off to you find the way to the cells and stuff. where they
Presumably
keep
you explained
temporary
to Akra
prisoners.
what happened last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I assume somebody tells Akra. Who goes to the place? And Tarron? Anyone else? Wynne or
I reckon Wynne would be pretty useful
Akra?
right about now. So able to talk into people's minds.
So, would you like to reveal all your secrets for free?
That's pretty easy. You only need one payment in that plan. Okay, so you'll make it over there. A guard lets you in. They've got a big cell that's just got a bunch of people in it. I'm like, well, pick out whichever one he was and call him over.
Is he still out cold?
No, he's awake.
He's looking a little
probably
worse for
a dozen
wear.
people in this cell. There's all different sizes and shapes and races and genders and whatnot in here. A colourful mixture of society. So the guard,
You're describing a group of humans as a colourful mixture of society to two dragonborn, a gnome, and a tiefling.
No, I didn't say they're all humans. I said there were various races.
Oh, okay, I misheard. I think you're cutting out.
Racist. I heard it.
It's very non-racist. Everyone's a criminal, guys. I don't discriminate. So the guard gets a mace and bangs it on the bars and says, "Hey, you," and sort of like motions at that guy. Says, "Come here." And the guy comes over. He is a human. This one. Like, what?
So, are you a common thief then?
Yeah. What do you want?
I think we should take him out of the cell, somewhere a little bit more private.
I'm just sitting in the back, just like sighing.
Okay, I'll let someone else take control of this. I'm not used to interrogating criminals.